Begin by lifting up your shoulders, releasing them back down, squeezing them up towards the ears, and then allowing them to drop. Do as many of these as you would like. I encourage between 3 and 5. Now just settle into your breath. If you've been hiking a lot and your feet feel like they need a little bit of stretch, you can come onto your toes, sitting on your heels, or you can stay as we were before. One hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Connect to your breath. Slow, easy breathe. Whenever you feel ready, we're going to take some cleansing breaths by taking a deep inhale through the nose, and you're going to open the mouth and sigh it out. Take 3 of these cleansing breaths, taking your breath as far down in your belly as you can. One more time. Slowly begin to flutter the eyes open and bringing ourselves onto our hands and knees. If you are on your toes, tap your feet out. That will feel really nice. And now dropping your hips to one side, let's come to a easy seated position. It doesn't matter if your knees don't touch the floor. And as we bring our arms up, we inhale. Bring our hands down, tuck our chin into our chest, exhale. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, taking our hands down, creating movement in our shoulder blades, lengthening the sides of the body. Inhaling on the rise and exhaling on our way down. Now with your next exhale, spinal twist to the left. Try to look over your left shoulder, rolling both shoulders down. Nice, slow, easy breaths. Inhale back up through center and exhale, spinal twist towards the right. Again, mindful that you're not hiking your shoulders up towards your ears. We're trying to create length and space. Inhale back up through center. Now hinging at the hips, place your hands on the floor first, keeping the spine long. Walk your hands forward as far down as you can, allowing for an opening of the hips. And if you cannot reach the floor, stay halfway. Just make sure that you're keeping your spine straight. And whenever you're ready, walking our hands back, placing ourselves once again in a tabletop position, making sure our knees are underneath our hips, our wrists underneath our shoulders, and now gently rocking back and forth, opening up the wrist. Whenever you're ready, taking wrist circles in both directions. It does not matter in which direction you begin. Change the circle of the direction. Make sure that you can feel that you're pressing into all the parts of your hand, that you feel an opening of the wrist. Now what I want you to do is place your fingertips so they're facing your knees and begin rocking back and forth, opening up more the inside of the wrist and the forearms. You can tuck your toes and lean back, keeping your fingertips on the mat and lifting only the heel of your palm. If this is hurting or pinching or burning, do not come that deep into the stretch. You can stop at the point where your body feels like it's getting the proper stretch. Now gently taking our hands to face forward again, we are going to do some scapular presses. So you're going to drop your chest and then spread through the shoulder blades. do this several times. When you pull your scapular press towards the top, pull your belly button towards your spine. And make sure that you're keeping the neck engaged. You're not letting the head drop. And now whenever you're ready, we're going to come into our cow position, dropping our belly towards the ground. And when we exhale, round our spine towards the sky, cat pose. Inhale, lift the tail, lift the heart. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Take a few more of these, work at your own pace. Work with your breath, work with your body. And now whenever you're ready, we're going to sit our hips back on our heels, hands come forward, child's pose. One more moment of just centering and connecting to our breath before we begin flowing. Come back into a tabletop, tuck your toes, lift your hips up high. It's our first downward facing dog. Your hamstrings are probably cold, so pedal your feet. You want to make sure that you're pressing your chest towards your thighs. Shake the head no, nod the head yes. And what you really want to do is not about worrying if your heels touch the floor. It's creating space in the spine, having the tailbone reach up and having the chest push towards the legs. Come up onto both toes, set the heels down. Up on the tippy toes, set the heels down. And now looking towards the top of our mat, we're going to tiptoe towards the front, bend the knees, grab opposite elbows, and ragdoll position here. Just allow your body to sway from side to side. Whenever you're ready, release the hands and start rolling up like you're stacking one vertebrae at a time until you're in a standing position. Swoop the arms up overhead, hands meet. Pull them down towards your heart center. Connect to yourself and then inhale, reach up. Now, with the left hand, you're going to grab the right wrist and take a side bend. Inhale up through center, switch the grab of your wrist and side bend over to the other side. Inhale back up towards center. Exhale, bring your hands back down to your heart. Set an intention for your day, for your practice. Inhale, reach your hands up high. Hinging at the hips, nice flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, be kind to your hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift. If you can't reach the floor, you can place your hands on your shins. And then exhale, fold forward, plant your hands on the floor. Right foot reaches back, drop the knee towards the ground, untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the chest up. Opening up into that front hip. Exhale, hands on the floor, tuck the back toes. Find your way to downward facing dog. Come up on your toes, down on your knees. Bend the elbows towards the back of the mat until your chin and your chest comes towards the floor. Hug the elbows in. Exhale, place yourself on your belly, roll the shoulders back, baby cobra. We're just waking up the body. Exhale, forehead towards the floor, tuck the toes up on your knees, up through plank and a downward facing dog. Remember to breathe through this whole process. Whenever you're ready, step the right foot forward, tuck the left toes. Inhale, rise up, chest is wide. Exhale, frame the front foot with your hands. Bring that left foot forward. Exhale again into a forward fold. And with a nice flat back, swoop your arms out by your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come down to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, right foot reaches back, drop the right knee, untuck the toes, inhale your chest up. Exhale, plant the hands, tuck the back toes, make your way to downward facing dog. Up on the toes, down on the knees, chin and chest towards the floor, squeeze those elbows in. Pressing yourself onto your belly, rise a little bit higher in your cobra. And exhale, forehead towards the ground, tuck the toes, bring yourself up through plank and back into a downward facing dog. Reach forward. If your front foot doesn't make it all the way, help it there. Untuck the left toes, inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant the hands, tuck the toes, stepping forward towards the top of the mat. We exhale with a forward fold. Inhale as we rise, nice flat back. Exhale, hands come down to your heart center. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, right foot reaches back. Set yourself up for that low lunge. Untuck the back toes, that protects your lower back. With an exhale, we plant our hands on the mat. Make your way back into your downward facing dog. Up on the toes, down on the knees, chin and chest towards the floor. With the exhale, press yourself up into a high cobra. From here, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. With your next inhale, bring the right foot forward, place it in between your hands, untuck the left toes, inhale as you reach up. Exhale, plant the hands, tuck the toes, step towards the front of the mat. Exhale as we fold. Inhale as we rise. Exhale, hands come down to our heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, right foot reaches back. Set yourself up for that low lunge, inhaling when you rise. Exhaling as you plant the hands, find your journey to downward facing dog. Up on the toes, down on the knees. This time do the movement fluidly as you drop down and rise up into a high cobra. Upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping forward with the right foot, inhale, low lunge on the left side. Exhale, plant the hands, bring yourself towards the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands come down to your heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, right foot back. Inhale, rise, low lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, drop the knees, drop the chin and the chest, scoop your heart up, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bringing the right foot forward, drop the left knee, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, step towards the top of the mat, exhale as you fold. Inhale as you rise. Exhale, hands come down to our heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right foot reaches back, low lunge. Try to flow with the movements now. Exhale, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Up on the toes, down on the knees, chin and chest towards the floor. Let your heart shine through, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping forward with our right foot, low lunge on the left hand side. Inhale your chest up. Exhale, plant the hands, step towards the top of the mat. Exhale as you fold. Inhale as you rise. Exhale, hands come down to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Now bend the knees and bring yourself back down to your mat towards a seated position. Make sure that your spine is straight. Now, you're going to put the left leg straight on the mat. Right foot is going to nestle on the inside of your thigh. Make sure your hips are squared forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bending forward. Now, if you see I stopped here, because if that's where you stop and your spine is straight, then that's where I want you to stop. You can place your hands forward, you can place them back, wherever it feels comfortable for you to hold this posture. Once you feel that your spine is straight, then you can drop your gaze down towards the mat. Getting a nice deep stretch into your hamstring. Inhale, nice flat back as you come up. Now, take your right foot and place it on the outside of the left thigh. Inhale up with your left arm. Hook it on the outside of the right knee and take a spinal twist again, looking over your shoulder. Breathe here. Inhale, come back through center. Take your right leg, stretch it long on your mat. Exhale, fold forward with both legs now. If you cannot reach your feet, you can place your hands wherever it's comfortable for you. And again, keeping the spine long wherever you feel that that's your maximum expression, bow your head. Breathe here. Inhale, nice flat back, we rise. Now bring the left foot on the inside of the right thigh and exhale, folding forward, keeping our spine straight. Giving a nice stretch to our hamstrings. Breathing here, never forget to breathe. Inhale, lift your back up. Now bring the left foot on the outside of the right leg. Help yourself out. And now hook the right elbow on the outside of the left knee and help press yourself deep into your twist. Remembering to breathe. Inhale and exhale completely. Inhale through center, exhale. One more forward fold with both of our legs straight. Inhale, nice flat back. Now bring yourself to an easy seated posture. Take a few shoulder rolls, maybe a few neck rolls. Find whatever your body is asking for. And now just sit here for a few rounds of breaths. You can have your palms down on your knees if you need grounding, or placing your palms to face up for the sky if you're ready to receive. Hands at your heart center. Namaste.